On behalf of the Government of Malaysia, we officially declare Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 an accident. All 239 of the passengers are presumed to have lost their lives.
March 8th, that was a Saturday. I was already actually at work. I had a call from a friend. Told me, I said, there's an incident. I said, what incident? A plane went missing, MAS plane. And she asked, where's Patrick? I said, he's flying to Beijing. So she said, well, the plane that is missing was supposedly flying to Beijing as well. So I said, well, I don't have any calls from MAS, so I guess he's fine. I decided to call a friend, a pilot in MAS, and he asked me what was Patrick's flight number. So I called up my daughter at home and said, check Daddy's roster, because his roster is always on the fridge. So she checked and it's MH370. So then I called up this friend again and he said, that's the flight. So I said, can you just check what's happening, because I have no news. So slowly already panicking.
As a cabin crew myself, I was, we never ready. I never ready. Even though it is actually part of our job specs to anticipate all these accident. But as a human being, of course, we never ready for all this, right? So first thing came in my mind, of course, as a cabin crew, what could worse happen to the plane? Definitely a crash, right?
Flight MH370 departed Kuala Lumpur at 12:41 a.m. this morning, bound for Beijing. The aircraft was scheduled to land at Beijing International Airport at 6:30 a.m. Beijing local time. Malaysia Airlines confirmed that this flight, MH370, lost contact with Subang Air Traffic Control at 2:40 a.m. this morning.
Malaysian 370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9. Good night.
Good night, Malaysian 370.
I remember it vividly, of course, because he called me on the way his journey to the aircraft. So he told me that he worked this zone, he worked with whom, and the last word, of course, he said, I love you.
Before he flew off on that Friday, they have transport, a cab or something comes and takes them to the airport. So he actually offered any one of us, I'll pay y'all if y'all will take me to the airport. No one wants to drive to KLIA at that time of the night and come back. He says, no, you just take your Grab and go to work, So that was a joke among us, and nothing, we were all at home, basically, and then usual what he does, go for flight and come back.
It has been 9 years, so we kind of accept at this point of moment, we kind of accept that there'll be no proper closure. Instead of waiting for the non-existent punya closure, I kind of tell my children and myself, whatever happened, we move on. Whatever happened, we persevere. It's okay on Iman, the sister, right? Because she's already been through this for the past 9 years. But on Muhammad, he's still trying to cope with everything. And just past few days, and he came to me and he said, Muhammad miss Papa, Mommy. And then he started to cry and sobbing and just say that, missing Papa so much, and all the cousins have Papa, all the cousins have Ayah, things like that, So it's actually a normal routine for me. I tell myself that I have to go through this until the stage where Muhammad really understands.
Never a time where they don't talk about their dad, memory comes back to something, or a TV show or a song, Daddy likes this song, and Daddy likes to cook this dish, fish curry he cooks. Daddy cooked it very well, and they loved it. So those are the things, but basically we're just doing whatever we used to be doing before MH370 happened. Yeah, so we have not forgotten him. He still lives with us, in our thoughts, in our memories.
With deep sadness and regret that I must inform you that according to this new data, flight MH370 ended in the southern Indian Ocean.
Malaysia has engaged United States exploration firm Ocean Infinity to search for the missing Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 in the southern Indian Ocean. Among the 65 crews on board the seabed constructor were Royal Malaysian Navy hydrographers Lieutenant Commander Azmi Rosdi and Lieutenant Abdul Halim Ahmad Nordin.
That area is lay on the arc of the last satellite communication between the MH370 engine and the Rolls-Royce engine. This is a plain and flat area. Most of the time it's just a deep blue ocean around us. Once in a while, maybe after 3 weeks, we can pass by one merchant ship. Towards the end of the final 6 weeks, they got one strong magnetic contact from the magnetometer on the AUV and good sonar imagery that looks like a main landing gear of an aircraft. So we thought that we already find MH370. So at that day, all of us coming down to the ROV station, waiting whether that we have found the plane. We go down and check. It's actually a volcanic rock, and yeah, it is very disappointed.
515 days since the plane disappeared. It is with a very heavy heart that I must tell you that an international team of experts have conclusively confirmed that the aircraft debris found on Reunion Island is indeed from MH370.
Looking at that debris, I said, is this all I have of my husband? You know, I would like his suitcase back. I would like to have him back so that I could have a place to go to whenever it's the anniversary of March 8th. You know, like people have cemeteries to go to. Like we Catholics, we have All Souls Day, whereby we can go to the graveyard or we can go to the columbarium and you know, have mass and say prayers and all that, but we don't have that. All I have is his picture that we look at all the time, and whatever belongings we have. I still have his suitcase from his flying days. You know, if I have something that I can go to every year, I don't have that, you know. I would love to.
I hope that Malaysia will consider to go and do a new research with or without leads, at least to go and give some hopes to the family members, you see, and perhaps that the rest of us will get a proper closure.